It's lucky episode 7 of Aim Down Sights. At least it's lucky for some because they're all in Germany checking out Advanced Warfare's multiplayer at Gamescom, and I've been left here to man the studio all alone. Fortunately, some familiar faces from the show are on the ground, so we'll be hearing their thoughts on what they've seen later in the show. Right, are you ready for some intel? Of course you are. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer reveal trailer. Yep, I think that about covers it. So, what did you make of... Yeah, they're all at Gamescom. Probably better to hand over to Brycey and Unknown Player to get their verdict. Over to you, boys.
Thank you very much, Dan. Yes, we are here at the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare reveal. It's been awesome, let's be honest with you. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Pick 13.
Pick 13. So essentially Pick 10 from Black Ops 2, but the extra 3 is for your score streaks. So not only can you choose to not have score streaks and have extra attachments, you can also choose to have a wild card and have 4 score streaks, which is
the wild card works really well now. Before you had to kind of take the wild card and then put your perk on. Now you just kind of double tap it and it brings it in. It's a lot easier to use. I mean, there's so much attachment stuff you can put on it now. I think you said, what, 6 billion guns or something ridiculous
like that?
It's an amazing amount of customizability.
Yeah, I definitely like the way it's kind of, it feels very natural, the way like, if you want an extra attachment, you just click it double. And it seems, I didn't really find myself running out of perks, maybe because there's not the full amount of perks in the game, but I definitely found like the right balance between perks.
Yeah, I was trying to quickly scroll through them on the Pick 13, and it feels really natural to actually use a Pick 13 again. It felt really good to kind of just to flick through it, and it was very easy to set up.
Sure, the perks I thought were very, very simple. Like, it's not like where you pick loads of tiny abilities. It's more like just the basic standard 3 perks, and you can choose to double up on one if you like. So I really like that system.
I'll tell you what was great: the supply drops.
Right.
Because I got some. I got a ray gun.
I got in a supply drop. I got some. I think it's called the Bal 27. And it was basically, it was really cool. It was a gold one, so I do like that. So it's like this rare super weapon almost. It was gold printed, had this like special like lettering on it, and it like increases some stats, decreases some. I couldn't tell exactly which ones, But it seemed like a rare weapon, put espresso on it, liked it.
I also got some shin pads, but they were just kind of shin pads. Just normal shin pads.
Yeah, you can get shoes, glasses, and it's kind of like the extra stuff it makes you, because when there's rare stuff that you can get, it always makes you want to grind on and play longer, unlock more stuff, and you get it through both XP and also time played, so gradually throughout your play you're going to get some more supply drops.
Yeah, it means that everybody's going to get them, which is kind of great. And then there's the exosuits.
Right.
So the exosuits are basically the game changer.
Yeah, definitely.
Just absolute massive game changer. Double jump, everyone gets double jump as standard. They also get dash as standard, don't they?
Yeah.
Which I sucked with to begin with. I pressed it and I didn't really understand how to do it.
Sure.
It's left thumbstick. It's basically like sprint. You think sprint is your dash?
Yes, when you're in midair you dash and you can kind of like go down. There's also, I believe, some kind of exo ability where you can combine it. Yeah, a slam. So you can literally punch down the floor.
You can also like hover with the exosuits as well. So we were talking about earlier, like how different is this Call of Duty, because it's not just got to look at like your windows and your rooftops.
Right.
Now there are men flying through the air all the time.
Yes, they've pretty much combined a lot of the like tacticals and lethals into your exo. So you've got the exo launcher, so you can shoot EMP grenades, frags, Semtex, all of that stuff. I
wasn't great with that, but it just felt good to kind of just keep firing off.
I haven't actually used that. I'm the type of guy that just takes away lethals, tacticals, secondary, all that, and I just overpower my main weapon and perks. That's what I tend to do. But
that sounds like a good plan.
I do want to try the other stuff.
Yeah, the exo. So the only thing I didn't really do, because you did the slide dash.
Right.
It's kind of like the slide from the last game.
Yeah.
You can do that. But apparently, like, I never got a chance to melee anybody, so I never found out how that worked out.
I meleeed one person. The range isn't huge. You have to be close to the guy, but the melee is really cool. It's like a punch, kind of like an uppercut. So it does feel really good when you get a kill. And yeah, I really like it.
Well, that was great. We're both really excited, as you can tell. Dan, back to you in the studio.
The dust has settled on G3, and as we discovered last week, US team Envious triumphed over British favourites Epsilon to claim first place and $30,000 in prize money. We sat down with the Envious team before their big win to talk tactics, the difference between European and American teams, and tips to breaking into professional gaming.
My name's Nameless. I'm pretty much the support AR player, sometimes Slayer. I fill the gaps. We work as a team really on every map, so it's kind of hard to say which roles we are, but I'm going to be the guy with the AR playing slow for the most of the part.
So I'm JCap, and my role in the team is really I'm just a support player. I just kind of fill the gaps, go where I have to do like the little things, really.
I'm Formal, and my role in the team is just to pretty much make it easier for my team to move around the map, so I'm the Slayer.
I'm Hastro, team manager / owner, and I just kind of oversee the team and the overall operation.
The crowd is pretty crazy. You know, it gives you a grasp on how big the scene is right now. If you look at crowds a couple years ago and looking at it now, it's like you really wouldn't have thought this was possible. So it really puts you in perspective. You know, when you're in the booth and you see everyone and they're cheering for you and they all know who you are, it's very humbling.
We live in a team house in North Carolina, and practice is rigorous at the team house. So we wake up, we get our things done, our YouTube videos and stuff like that, and then we just play for at least 6, 7, 8 hours a day at sometimes. And then going into an event, we make sure everybody comes to the team house. We're all together playing there before the event. You know, getting that extra chemistry outside of the game because it helps in game. And it's just really just grinding the game and playing as much as you can before an event, so you can show up and so you can practice every situation before then.
I think the guys really get along outside of the game too, and that's really important with this kind of roster that we have. And I think you see a lot of teams lose a little bit of their success because they don't necessarily get along as friends like outside of the game, and it's really kind of like that one bad coworker you have that is annoying. You know, you're going to be less productive with somebody like that. So
I think the difference between the European teams and the American teams is the fast-paced, run-and-gun type of playstyle that Americans have is a lot different than the Europeans. They like to play, slow and push together like slowly and very like strategically, I guess you could say. Or whereas Americans will have one person that can go into a room and kill everybody, and then it'll completely open up a play, because they're just on a hot streak. And I don't see many Europeans do that by themselves. Maybe one or two that can run in with a sub and kill everybody. But they do a very structured, slow-paced play. And I think you can definitely tell because we just played a team and they were very slow. They were very slow in the domination game type, and we weren't used to it, but we used our fast-paced game type and we just ran over them.
a tip I could share to somebody who wants to get into esports is, find a team that you like and watch them. See how they play, what they do, and, find your success by just entering tournaments. Some are free entry on some websites, and just enter as many tournaments as you can and watch as many streams as you can and just try to improve as much as you can before you start entering tournaments for money. And then when you feel like you're confident, you built up enough confidence in yourself to play in those tournaments, start paying money and entering, the credit entry tournaments online.
You have to find good teammates, and yeah, it's a struggle. Like, you're going to go through tough times finding people who are willing to stick out the losses with you and just improve. But you're only as good as your teammates in this game and in competition. That's the #1 thing that you have going for you is good teammates, and you're only as good as the guy next to you. So find good teammates that you can rely on, and start working together, and that's really how you're going to progress.
Now, last week we asked you, what are you hoping to see during the Advanced Warfare multiplayer reveal? Once again, Brycey and Unknown Player are much more intimately acquainted with the new multiplayer features to judge how accurate or wildly inaccurate our viewers' guesses are. You still there, guys?
Yes, Dan, we are still here. I have the answers as well on my phone. So first one up is Amadeus the Wolf. Exosuits that have specific abilities, like one that makes you stealthy or one that makes you faster and more agile.
Right, so they've pretty much actually got that. Not sure about the stealthy one, maybe in the future, but the agile one, they do have that. I believe it's called to do with like fast movement speed, so you activate it.
It's overclock or something along those lines.
Yeah, I think that's it. So you can basically move faster for a short period of time. So they've actually got that in.
Well,
so,
there you go. Prayers have been answered. The next one is going to be from Drew Smith. More than anything else, I would love to see the return of face-off 1v1, 2v2, matches on small maps.
Right. I think with the map sizes in Advanced Warfare, obviously they're pretty big because you can move very fast. I think Sledgehammer would have to make their own custom, like really small maps for it.
I agree with you. I don't think they really, the maps we've played at least, don't really seem to tailor to that.
Yeah, 3v3, 1v1 would definitely not work on those maps. So possibly if they make some separate small maps, or if they just restrict the areas in the current map to make them smaller, then possibility.
Well, unfortunately not yet for you, my friend. Then we have X Viper Games. I want to see new customization and new gun classes.
Right, so there is a new class, the heavy weapons. Included in that is the directed energy weapon, so basically a laser weapon, and also these two like miniguns that you can wield.
I tried them. Right. They're not accurate at all.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun to just kind of spray around the map.
Yeah,
not
they're a little bit
anything.
kind of for show.
Yeah, it's not like firework guns.
Right.
It was very, a lot of bangs, but not very much substance.
But yeah, there's a new weapon class, heavy weapons. Might be more, but...
Well, there you go. They have delivered again. Great for you. Next is going to be Dylan Johnson 5. I'm most excited to see some new kill score streaks at the reveal. Love running and gunning and grinding for those streaks.
Right, so score streaks are actually really important in this game because they're actually customizable, which I really like. So
yeah, I was playing with that as well. So you've got these new streaks in the game anyway, but you can kind of change your own streaks.
Yep.
I tried to just kind of pump them all up because it like adds 100 or 200 points you have to get with the score streaks. I tried to pump it up until like 1,600 points. It was way out of my league.
Right.
But that's kind of amazing.
Yeah, you got things like the Vulcan, which is like a orbital like laser beam shooting thing, and you can upgrade it maybe for like 200 points. You can shoot like 3 lasers instead of 1, or
triple lasers.
With the UAV, you can have things like you show all the enemies for like a short period of time, or you get more points for the UAV assist kills. So you can upgrade your streaks, and you have to pay a penalty because you have to get more kills to get them, but you can upgrade them, customize them. So I like that.
Awesome. Well, we should probably pick a winner. Who do you think won that last one?
I would say the one about the new weapon classes.
That was Viper Games. So there you go, my friend. You have won yourself 12 months of Xbox Live subscription.
Thanks, guys. Now that the final piece of Call of Duty Ghost DLC has been released, I'd like to know, what's your favourite field order perk? Tweet your opinion at GameSpot using the hashtag AimDown, and you too could win a 12-month Xbox Live Gold subscription. And so we put the lid back on this can of AimDown sights for another week. We'll be back next week with a Gamescom special, where we'll continue to scrutinise Advanced Warfare's multiplayer with a panel of experts. Until then, stay out of mischief.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Pre-order now for Xbox.